Body Facts, Fritz, and Brutus. Now the obstacles that are out here on the center of the field is something that's also important to teach the dogs. They must learn how to do. If the dog is in pursuit of somebody and they run up to a chain link fence, they have to have the ability to go over it, yes? Sometimes they got to jump through the window of a house. They've got to crawl underneath a cable. They got to go into a ditch, go through a drainage pipe. We take them inside buildings to do narcotic searches. They got to be able to jump up onto kitchen counters and look at cupboards, go up into attic spaces. So it's also important that the obstacles are something that we train on a regular basis as well. You have out there today, this is Bill Poe, Knox County Sheriff's Department with Canine Babe. There you go. Rich Foreman from Knox County Sheriff's Department as well, coming out with Canine Dan. And look at Dan go. He's saying you jump through it. Yeah, go boy. He doesn't even need a running start. Good job. Brian Hicks is coming up next from Knox County with Canine Kiska. It clears that with ease. Good job, Brian. We appreciate you guys. Give a big round of applause for these guys out here. Next, we're going to be pulling a couple of vehicles out here onto the field. You guys can get those ready and pulled out. Let's do some narcotics for you. Careful, you teach your pet dogs at home about going over obstacles. They might start jumping over your own fences in your own backyards. Any of the women in the audience that can take some strong men home? They can move stuff around to your house? Now, one of the number one uses, again, that the police dogs are used for is primarily is narcotics detection. Finding the drugs, keeping them off the street, keeping them out of the schools. We're going to be pulling a few vehicles out here in just a moment. If somebody over there knows how to drive. We're going to get some narcotics loaded into them. And tell me out there in the crowd, when the dog finds the drugs, how do you think he's going to tell us that he found it? He's going to scratch. He's going to bark. He's going to stop and stare at it. Maybe he'll whistle Dixie for us. That'd be a hell of a dog, wouldn't it? Now there's a vehicle right there that's got to have drugs in it. Either that or the driver's got to be on something to be driving around in that. Most of the dogs that are out there are trained in the main scents that they find are marijuana, cocaine, crack cocaine, heroin, meth, methamphetamine. They will also find a lot of They can find mixtures of them as well. Sometimes you get people mix multiple drugs together. And for the kids in the audience there, what do you do if somebody offers you drugs? That's right, you say no, and you go to a parent, you find an adult, and you tell somebody. Because if we catch you with them, where are you going? You're going to jail, you got it. Now, on many occasions, people will try to hide the narcotics in their vehicles. They'll sometimes put it in the trunk, they'll hide it under the hood, they stick it in the exhaust system, they try to hide it in the tires, they'll put it in the headliner, they'll take their dashboards apart and hide it in there. So far, they haven't found any ways to fool the dogs yet. The dog sense of smell is so good. Here's a way to take it into context. When you guys walk into a pizza parlor, what do you smell? Pizza, you got it. You can walk in there and smell probably about 5, 6, 7 different ingredients that are cooking in that pizza place. You smell the dough, you smell some of the toppings, the pepperoni, the sausage, the cheese. When the dogs walk into the pizza parlor, they can come in and identify every single scent that is in that place. All the different types of cheeses, the different types of meat, the bacon, the sausage, the ham, the Canadian bacon. They can tell the differences between the sauces. It's their ability to take in all those various scents and their brain's ability to separate them out. A lot of times people will try to take the narcotics and mix them with things like coffee, for instance, thinking that's going to mask the smell. The dog has the ability, they're going to say, I smell the drugs and I smell the coffee. And they can probably tell you where the coffee came from. And we have Bill Allen from Old PD with K9 Shawnee, Bill Hicks with Keska, and Bill Poe with K9 Bay. Reports in front of the field, please. Now look at that guy, I don't think he's going to come out of the car. Oh, good job, Yago. Hey, I think there's a driver inside that car still too. What do you think he's going to do? Good job, excellent. Some of that shows the ability to call that dog back when need be. As soon as that guy gives up, that dog can be called back instantaneously. have my narc-handlers come up for me, please? Bill Poe, Rich Worman, and Brian Hicks. Get your dog out here. Come on up and show these guys how to find dope in the cars. We got Knox County Sheriff's Department sleeping on the job over there. Now many times when people are pulled over or vehicles are pulled over for speeding or potential DUI, canines will be called in to search the vehicle to see if they find any narcotics that might be hidden inside the vehicle. This will be a little demonstration to show you how they search the vehicle, the perimeter of the vehicle, in order to gain access to it. And what I want you guys to do is give me a good yell and scream when you think the dog has actually made contact. Off they go. What do you think? You think that's it? You think you found him on this little blazer here on the left? See how the dogs use that nose? They move up and down the side of the vehicle. Look at the truck over there on the right. I'd say it's right there in that door in the toolbox. There you go. Good job. And once again, that dog just say, here it is. Give me my toy. Give me my toy. Give me my toy. Excellent job, guys. That's Bill Poe with Canine Babe, Rich Worman with Canine Dan, and Brian Hicks with Canine Kefka. Now, on occasion, we get somebody who gets strapped in a vehicle, does not want to come out. Sometimes they're in a building, they do not want to come out. They're armed, they're dangerous.